I won't stop till I hear him say,
Proof is in the pudding, and that we're here actually making moves in the market. All these are the mentors out here that are lying to people, teaching them retail trading strategies, Wyckovian theories, order block, support resistance methodologies, trend line trading. All that stuff is garbage. We're trying to make a standing point in this market that is super saturated right now. 90% of individuals that are in this market space right now are here for personal gain. Here at CYPRX, we're here to really provide value to individuals. Okay, what is going on, CyPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CyPRX YouTube page. As always, if you're interested in learning about cryptocurrencies, commodities, indices, foreign exchange, please go ahead and consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Very interesting video breakdown that I have for you all today. An interview that I did with one of the other CyPRX technical analysis mentors. His name is Ezra. I'll allow him to introduce himself to you all. Blessings to you guys. Make sure that if you aren't already, you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Link is in the description down below for the mentoring program. If you want to reach out to me, schedule a Zoom call, you can contact the customer support email found in the description below. As always, blessings to you guys. Sit back and enjoy this video breakdown. Take everything that we say to heart, pay attention to detail, soak up the information, apply it to your everyday lives. Nothing that we constitute here is financial advice. As always, blessings to you guys. Be cognizant, be aware, and without further ado, let's get started into today's video breakdown. What is going on, everybody? I told you all in the past YouTube video interview that I did answering a couple of most common questions that people ask of me as a mentor, as a trader in the forex and crypto space, that I'd be bringing on other students and other mentors here at CyPRX onto the YouTube channel. So I'm going to let this individual introduce himself. He is a mentor here at CyPRX, a very dear friend of mine. Ezra, go ahead and take it away. Start off with just kind of telling us a little bit about yourself, maybe where you started trading, where your trading journey started, what got you interested in the trading, and then we'll dive into about 5 or 6 questions, kind of just going off the top of our heads, asking Ezra some questions, so that way you guys can get an inside perspective on some just general questions that are asked to us from the general public on a most common basis. All right, so Ezra, go ahead and take it away.
For sure.
Introduce yourself to these people, these lovely individuals here on YouTube, and then go ahead and tell us what got you into trading.
How's it going, guys? My name's Ezra, as you already know. You know what actually got me interested in the trading, obviously, was, you know, the possibility of making a lot of money. But I actually wasn't that interested in it until I found out about prop firm funding, because I used to always think, man, trading seems cool, but you need a lot of money to be able to make actual reasonable amounts of money with, you know, percentages and stuff like that. So I'd say about a year into me finding out about trading, I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I wasn't trying to learn how to trade. And then I had found out about these prop firms like FTMO, my forex funds and all that. And I just said, yo, if they have these prop firms here, they're there for a reason, because people can actually succeed at this. So I said to myself, if someone else can succeed at doing this, I can do it as well. So yeah, bro.
Cool. It's easy, man. Very interesting. And, you know, he's definitely leveled up in his trading from at least when I met this individual about a year ago. Man, let me tell you what, we're completely taking over these markets right now. The things that we're doing for the individuals here at CyPRX is astronomical. You know, I can't sit here and toot my own horn, but the CyPRX students can concur that we're definitely changing lives here at CyPRX. We're showing people a more logical perspective in trading. I know that myself experienced a lot of manipulation in the market in my early days, my early years. Joining mentorship programs that didn't really steer me in the right direction kind of led me off course and actually made my trading journey a lot longer than it needed to be. And I know that here at CyPRX, we're trying and attempting to not do that to individuals and really steer them in the right direction and put them on a path to success early on in their trading career. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced trader, you guys can come here to CyPRX, whether you're a student or not. Maybe you're just looking for some free material on the YouTube channel, but you can gain a very logical perspective by watching our course material. So without further ado, let's jump into these questions. Ezra, thank you for introducing yourself to the lovely individuals here on YouTube. So the first question that I'm going to ask Ezra is, what is the most important trading rule you live by? Ezra, can you see my screen okay? Can you see, just in case you need to go back to the question? All right, cool. So from your personal perspective, aside from the CyPRX strategy, aside from what it is that we trade, what is the most important personal trading rule that you live by or that has made you a successful trader?
I would say actually learning what your strategy is, instead of kind of just like taking something that someone tells you works and trying to paste it onto the charts. I'd say less is more, you know, taking less trades. Like a most important rule that's like a key to success is definitely already having your strategy down to a T, having a lot of back testing time with it that gives you confidence in that strategy. A lot of forward testing, right? Trading with demo accounts, getting used to that risk taking, getting comfortable taking risk with your strategy, whatever it may be. And yeah, just less is more. Taking less trades and really focusing on the process, what really entails a signal in your strategy, things like that. Just really getting to know your strategy, to be honest.
Okay, so maybe just to dial that down to one answer, sticking to one trading strategy and focusing on that trading strategy until it works for you by proving it via back testing and forward testing consistently until it works for you, right?
Yep, confidence is key. Confidence in what you're doing is key.
Okay, cool, outstanding. And then at the same time, man, just to kind of elaborate on your answer, it is extremely hard to come by a strategy that works. So when you do find one that proves a winning trade, you have the potential to consistently win with that strategy. Now, 90% of traders, and I believe that I said this in the last interview that I made on myself, is that 90% of traders, what they do and what they fail at most commonly is they jump from one trading strategy to the next time and time and time again, right? They'll trade one trading strategy and it'll work for them for a month, and then they'll have a losing streak for a month, and then they'll quit that trading strategy and move on to the next one, or join in the mentorship program, or whatever the case may be, right? Now, that's also not to say that some of the mentorship programs out there you shouldn't be leaving, right? Because you should. Some of them out there are very scammy. Some of them out there are very retail based, where they just teach you support resistance methodologies, Wyckovian theories, order block strategy. That's basic stuff. Here at CYPRX, we try and stray people away from that, give them information that they can't really find on the internet, which I've mentioned before. But once you do find a strategy that works for you, Ezra has answered that question by saying his most important rule that he lives by is sticking to consistency in your plan of action, right?
Exactly. Couldn't have said any better.
Cool, too easy. All right, next question, number 2. What is a major misconception that 90% of people have about the market, especially from a beginner's perspective? I love this question because it could be answered in so many different ways. But go ahead.
Exactly. It's actually a really good question.
The biggest one for you.
I'd say the biggest misconception definitely stems from people thinking that trading is a external activity, right? Where they think that if they just do more and they work more at it and they focus on the charts and they try and see things that they didn't see before, that helps to an extent. But most of the time, you know, I hear this a lot in a lot of other interviews with other traders, you know, the strategy matters, but not as much as the consistency and you actually learning how to handle risk on an emotional level and how to manage and get used to managing your emotions with how your body naturally reacts to taking on risk, whether it's, you know, trading or, you know, speed racing. It's pretty much the same thing internally. So I'd say the biggest misconception, just to kind of put it in one short answer, is the work most people think is external. It's you focusing on things that are in your exterior environment, but it's really all internal from what I found.
Absolutely. I completely concur. To elaborate on that, trading paralysis is a very, very detrimental thing, where if you find yourself overanalyzing the market. I even had a student the other day message in the group chat. His name's Angel, just recently joined a few months ago. He said, "Hey, Cypress, I can't find a setup today." And I said, "No worries, man. Listen, the worst thing that you could do in trading is try and attempt to force a trade," which again, 90% of people come into this space to do because they have this mindset that they're going to get rich quick. They're going to place that one trade that's going to make them pass a prop firm challenge or make them a lot of money. And what they consistently find is that they're forcing something in the market that's not there, which leads to trading paralysis. You overanalyzing, again, that external factor where everybody thinks that it's as easy as hitting buy or sell and leveraging a certain amount of money and things of that nature. It's actually not. The work that you have to put into this trading game is, like Ezra said, much more internal. You have to dig deep with who you are as an individual. You have to manage greed on a level that you've never managed it before. You have to level with emotions that you've never experienced before, or at least maybe you have, but you haven't come to terms with them yet, because what the market tends to do to individuals is put them in a position where they have to make a decision. Are you going to prevail? Are you going to push through the trials and tribulations? Or when the market throws a rock at your face, are you going to break and crumble under pressure? And yeah, like Ezra said, I couldn't have answered that question any better. External versus internal. The market work that you have to put in is definitely internal. It's within inside of yourself to consistently show a rising equity curve in this market, right? Hitting buy or sell via technical analysis because of a signal that you see develop in the market is like 40 to 50% of the work that you have to put in. The other percent of the work that you have to put in is all within inside of yourself. And 90% of the people fail, in my personal opinion, I said this in the last interview, because they're not willing to put in that work. All right, good answer, Ezra. Number 3, all right. In your opinion, why do most traders lose? The number one reason, in your personal opinion, why most traders lose?
I think this might kind of circle back to my answer to the first question, which is most of the time when traders lose is because they're kind of having a pump and dump phase in their trading. They're basically going through, and I've seen this a lot of times with students that we have in the Cyprex community group, on Discord, just dealing with a lot of people in general that have come to me and seek knowledge from me with trading. When they do get into it and they do start trading, what I notice is, and this goes for just seeing anybody online, in any kind of forum, on YouTube, whatever, people always have the same problem where they're either stuck at break even and they make some money and they lose some money, and they can never really get a breakout, to the upside and make consistent gains. Or they're usually making, good trades. And then all of a sudden that one loser comes along in terms of, a losing trade. And that basically makes them fumble the bag entirely and they fall apart. And I think it really has to do with your confidence and actually understanding that your strategy works and seeing it work in the past and through forward testing. And just not having that actual understanding of having a plan, executing it, and not, throwing the baby out of the bathtub when you lose one trade. A lot of people will put their whole dreams, they'll take anything and everything, all their expectations, all the money that they know they can make, and they'll put it, all that emotion and all that expectation into one trade. And when they lose, it makes them begin to think illogically. And then they start to do things like over leverage. They start to do things like open trades that have no actual plan or any kind of signal behind them. And yeah, it really just comes down to your plan and your emotional discipline when you're trading.
I can definitely concur. So just to sum that up, and Ezra's answer to that question is 90% of traders lose because they approach the market with no plan. They throw the baby out of the bathtub, is what he just said. So, and that causes them an emotional distressment in the market. I completely can agree with you, bro. I think that from my perspective, one of the biggest reasons why people lose in this market is because they come to this market with an ego. They think that they're bigger than this market. They think that they run stuff. I was going to say the S word, but I'm trying not to cuss. They get annihilated. The market smacks them around, takes their money. And, 90% of people don't plan for that. They come into this market thinking because they saw some freaking Mamba FX, Swaggy C, freaking Daniel Savage on YouTube make $1,000 or grow $1,000 account in a week or whatever the case may be. A lot of the YouTube jargon that they're putting on their channels nowadays. They come into this market thinking they can do the same thing, thinking they can replicate the same results. What they don't understand is those individuals are marketing experts and they're trained to do that type of stuff to draw you in to this lie that you can come to this market and make a lot of money overnight. And that creates an ego. 90% of us as individuals, especially if you're an alpha male like myself and like Ezra and like a lot of other traders here at CYPRX that I could just name off the top of my head, we have these egos because we're alpha males, and you bring that into the market and the market will eat you alive. Okay. You have to humble yourself to be successful in this market, humble enough to say, okay, listen, I'm not the smartest person in the room here. How can I learn to be one of the smartest people in the room? And then once you've acknowledged that you're not the smartest person in the room, you start to make logical decisions based off of understanding premium, discount, right? When the market's doing specific things based off specific patterns, based off specific timeframes and specific sessions, and you start to piece all that stuff together. And that ego that you once had as a beginner trader starts to diminish itself, and you replenish into this beautiful, fluorescent, everlasting trader that actually has longevity in this market. And again, that's a very small percentage of people, but it is what we are trying to attempt to do here with the CyPRX students, is teach them that perspective to come into this market with technical analysis that works, with a mindset that lasts long in this market. So good answer, Ezra. I do appreciate that one. All right, so number 4, name a good, name a good quality trait. Name a good, I put good God. Name a good quality trait of a successful trader and elaborate. So just one good quality trait of a successful trader. I know mine that I have in the back of my head. It's just like the number one successful quality trait of a good trader. Go ahead and tell me yours.
I would honestly say, if I could only pick one, it would be actually waiting for the best possible setup that aligns with the higher time frame.
I love it, bro. I love it, because that's mine too. Being patient. Being patient. That is the best quality trait of a successful trader, is patience. And again, when you come into this market, you fail to realize that patience pays. I say that to the students all the time. How many times, bro, will me and you be in the group chat and we'll see students executing trades, boom, 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 boom. And then we come in an hour later and we eat their stop loss because we were patient enough to wait for the actual setup. Now, that's not to say that the students aren't patient enough to wait for a trade, because 90% of them are placing profitable trades still, but that's not the actual move. I've said multiple times to the students, and I've even said this in the course material, that most of the time when you think a move is about to happen, later on in the session, another move happens that's bigger than the move that you capitulated on firsthand, right? So there's always a move second to the move that you make that's bigger than that move, right? And if you're just patient a little bit more, you can most likely catch that move, but it all has to do with you waiting, sitting on your hands. Like you said, I believe it was either number 3 or number 2, and just waiting for that good golden key opportunity to enter into a position and not forcing anything. So good answer. All right. Number 5, let's go to the last one. And this is a really extremely one. So anybody that's listening that is a beginner trader, take this to heart, okay? Because, myself, I've proven in this market what I can do. I've proven it on the YouTube channel. I've proven to the CYPRX students. Ezra has proven his longevity in this market. He's proven the ability to soak up information that I've taught him. He's traded with me in person in Mexico, came to my house, all kinds of stuff. He's proven longevity in this market. You as a beginner trader, if you're watching this, or an intermediate trader or an advanced trader, most likely you're watching this YouTube channel because you're not consistently successful yet, okay? With that being said, take this advice and run with it. Don't just take it and ignore it. Take it and allow it to manifest into your reality to make you a better individual, not just in trading, but in your personal life, your personal endeavors, physical fitness, finance, mentality, everything. Allow it to flourish and prosper in your life, the words that we're giving you guys here today. So what is the most important advice that you could give to a beginner trader? Somebody that is brand new, fresh, comes into the CyPRX trading course and is just like, what do I do? What's the best advice you could give me?
Okay, for sure. It's definitely going to be a couple of things. I'd say first off, definitely having the right mentor is key. Someone that is successful from the information that they are passing on to you for you to then apply and become successful, that's definitely key. Another thing is to actually take it serious, because I feel like a lot of people, they come into trading not actually respecting the business that it is and the actual potential it has, because a lot of people will be like, oh, you can make a ton of money trading, but then their actions don't reflect that they actually take it serious as an opportunity to change their lives financially. So respecting the market, taking trading serious, taking yourself serious enough to apply yourself and to actually stick to a routine outside of trading and, inside your journey in becoming profitable, that's key. Let me think of something else.
I'll capitalize on what you're thinking. So to sum that all up, discipline, bro. Discipline. When you come into this market, you need to be mature. You need to be disciplined. Like you said, and I've seen it in CyPRX students that have come into this trading community that aren't here. They're not here anymore. And I've said that since day one. There's going to be people that come into this community that don't last because they don't have the mentality to last long. Now, the students that have lasted long, like Danny, who just passed the challenge, Najma, who's passed a prop firm challenge, Ephraim, who's passed a prop firm challenge, Christian, who's passed a prop firm challenge, right? All these individuals who put in the time, right? who actually put in the work, who show up, who watch the course material, show up to the Zoom calls, replay the course material. I see them back testing. I see them active in the group chat throughout the entire week, taking demo trades, trading on demo accounts, moving forward and progressing in their trading career. Whereas individuals that had this mentality that they were going to come in here and get rich quick, they're dead. They're deadbeats. They're not here anymore. And it's because of lack of discipline. They don't have the discipline within themselves to stick to a regimen. Okay, they don't have the discipline to say, okay, Tuesday through Thursday, I need to dedicate any time that I have throughout the week, regardless if I'm a dad, regardless if I have family ties, regardless if I have a job, to trading and to trading only and to becoming a successful individual. And when you don't have that mindset, the market will know, and it will consistently rob you of your money, of your hard-earned money that you put into dreaming that you're going to be a successful individual. And it's gonna crush your soul. Another thing to elaborate on what you said is manifestation. Okay, a lot of people, just like the dopamine fix that they get when they think that they're going to win the lottery, that same dopamine fix is implemented in the forex and crypto space, where they think they're going to be that one lucky individual that's just going to get that ticket. They're going to buy some XRP and it's going to moon tomorrow. They're going to buy some GBP JPY pair and it's going to moon and make them pass a prop firm challenge in one trade. Okay. They don't have the discipline to respect and understand manifestation. Manifestation is understanding from day one that that is most likely not going to happen. So if that's not going to happen, you have to start to piece together what can actually lead you to that pinnacle that you plan to reach, which, and like you said at the beginning of the Zoom call, we all come to this market to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to make money. Nobody can sit there and say, oh, I'm humble enough where, I don't want to make money from this market. I love this market so much, I don't want to make any money. That's wrong. Everybody's here to do one thing, and that's to make money, right? So if your goal is to make money, you need to ask yourself, how can you mature enough to actually get to the point where you're consistently making money? That takes a couple of different things. It takes you sticking to a plan, being disciplined enough to manage your risk properly, understanding that the market is more powerful than you as an individual. Not coming into this market and expecting signals, taking everybody else's advice, actually formulating your own opinion about what's going on in the market. Okay. So good answer, bro. That's absolutely phenomenal. That was
Yeah.
great.
Just one thing I wanted to quickly mention, just to kind of finish off that last question. Definitely getting to know whatever it is you're learning how to trade. Once you clear question number one, which is, are people successful with what it is that I'm learning? Once you know that other people can succeed with what you're learning, really actually take the time to get to know your strategy and know your plan and know what it is that you're trading, because a lot of times people will take a strategy and try and paste it onto the charts, and they're not actually learning how that strategy works and how often you win and what does a losing trade usually look like and what does a winning trade usually look like. And when you really put the work in, again, forward testing, I would say, is more important than back testing, because you also get that you get accustomed to emotion, you get accustomed to learning how to manage your emotions, you get familiar with taking on live risk. When you're actually, building yourself up to be confident enough to take a challenge, what have you.
Forward testing, not to cut you off, for people that don't know, forward testing is trading on a demo account. My bad, continue.
Yeah, for sure. Trading on a demo account with live price action, setting up a window of time every day to trade that demo account and to really give your strategy a chance to go up against the market and see if you can survive. And just getting to know your strategy, giving it time, giving yourself time to learn and not rushing things. Take time. If you are learning from someone that's successful in the markets, you're good to go. You just need to give it time to let yourself and the work you're putting in build a foundation where you can actually trade profitably from. So yeah.
Good little interview, man. I hope that you guys piece everything together that we said. Again, like I said, take everything to heart. And if some of these things hit home for you, you're a beginner trader, intermediate, or maybe even an advanced trader, right? And you're seeking a good mentoring program, here at CYPRX, we're really taking care of our students. It's proven in the work that we're putting in via the course material, right? $500 for an entry fee into the CYPRX course material. And we have not stopped uploading content. Me and this guy right here, we consistently upload fresh material for the students, whether it's once a month, once a week. We're giving Zoom calls, we're giving one-on-one breakdowns. There's been so many times, okay, where we hop on a Zoom call randomly throughout the week and we give the students 30 pips, 60 pips, 100 pips back to back. Now, that's not to say that we're sitting here giving out signals, but it's just to show the students proof is in the pudding and that we're here actually making moves in the market. All these are the mentors out here that are lying to people, teaching them retail trading strategies, Wycovian theories, order blocks, support resistance methodologies, trend line tradings, all that stuff is garbage. We're trying to make a standing point in this market that is super saturated right now. 90% of individuals that are in this market space right now are here for personal gain. Here at CYPRX, we're here to really provide value to individuals via what it is that we're trying to preach to people, the information that we're trying to display. You guys see that work on the YouTube channel. You guys see that work in the course content. If you're a student, blessings to you guys all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little tiny breakdown. I know that this was Ezra's first introduction to the YouTube channel. You guys can expect more content from him on the YouTube channel moving forward. I'm going to do a couple of other interviews with some of the other CYPRX students that have passed prop firm challenges and are now fully funded traders. So you guys can look forward to that. Blessings to you guys all. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, smash that thumbs up button, and we'll see you guys in the next video breakdown.
I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la.